Okay guys, welcome back, and I'm going to be doing a prepper pantry slash regular grocery trip video because a lot of you actually do like them, so I'll keep doing them. Basically today I'm going to show you what I got. It's a little larger than normal grocery trip, but I want to kind of talk while I'm showing you what I got about all these, about the mandates, about the upcoming mandates, and the reason why I continue to prep and why I urge people to continue to prep and to put stuff back is because we don't know what the outcome of the Supreme Court hearing is going to be. You may not care one way or the other, but a lot of the nation, it matters very greatly, and it will affect them. And because it affects them, it will affect you. No matter what side of the fence you're on, and I respect either way, no matter what your decision was as far as the mandates go, I respect you and your decision because people have the right to make their decision for themselves. At least I believe so. But it doesn't matter what your decision is because it's going to have an effect on you. If the mandates come down and people are forced to do something that they don't want to do, they may just quit. And then what happens to the supply chain? The already fragile supply chain could crumble, and all these things that you see here that seem so easy to get will not be so easy to get, we'll just say, because there will be a shortage of workers. And even if the mandates do not pass through the Supreme Court, it doesn't even matter because, guys, the ball is already rolling. It doesn't matter. Companies are going to mandate it whether the federal government says so or not. And I can attest to that because the company I work for, which is a Florida company, and I never thought I would say this being in Florida, they have mandated us to do the thing. And it's either that or get weekly testing. So I will be getting weekly testing until I hear otherwise because I'm not going to quit. I make good money doing what I'm doing. I'm going to continue to do it. So I will succumb to the testing, I suppose. And I just don't know if everyone's going to want to do that if their company does come down with those mandates. And like I said, the companies are doing it even though it has not passed through the Supreme Court. So that could be a bad thing. And we should be ready for shortages and supply chain disruptions and all sorts of disruptions. So keep on stocking your pantry, guys. Now I'll try to get through this quick because I did just ramble for a while there. But I do want to say, if you are not subscribed and you're seeing this video, please subscribe. I never really ask that, but I am asking. Please just hit subscribe and hopefully you'll like my channel. If you don't, you can unsubscribe later, but please hit that subscribe button and like it if you wind up liking it. Okay, so over here, I got some hamburger buns, some regular bread, a couple things of bagels. I can put one of these in the freezer. And I just want to show you this. Like, what is that? Did they take a bite out of this bagel and then put it in the bag? I don't know what's going on. And then this little pathetic bagel down here is like really about half of a bagel. So I don't know if like quality control is just getting bad, or like maybe they ran out of bagel dough and there's a shortage of bagel dough, so they had to give me like little pieces. Anyway, I just thought I'd point that out. I got 4 things of the Coleman propane. I just like to keep these for my little buddy heater, and I just keep them stocked up whenever I can find them. I have a feeling that propane is going to be one of those things that are running short, especially as we go through the winter months. This thing of Fruit Loops I didn't even order, but they gave it to me anyway, so I guess I'll keep it. And this is kind of my junk food section here. Don't forget about your junk food in your preps. If you're against junk food, that's fine too, but I'm all for it. I think it's a morale booster, and I think it's good to have around. Got some s'mores Pop-Tarts, some Triscuits. I guess it's not super junk food. And then some sour snacks here. These are my favorite. And got some applesauces. These last for a pretty long time in the cabinet, so you can actually keep these stored up and they'll last a good long time. Got some beef jerky. These Martha White muffin mixes are very inexpensive, and all you need, I believe, is half a cup of milk to make them. They're good, they're inexpensive. I think they're like 86 cents or something. So I grab a bunch of these, and I have a bin that I store them in for my preps, and I'll use them every once in a while, but I kind of wanted to build back up my stock of them. Got a 2-pound bag of Great Northern beans. I like Great Northern beans, so I'm going to put those up probably in some Mylar bags. Onion powder, just because I was kind of going through the last one that I had and realized that I don't have any more onion powder. I just have the onion flakes, or whatever they're called, the bigger, thick onion pieces. I got a thing of vegetable shortening, and my reasoning behind this, it's 3 pounds. Now, regular cooking oil does not last very long. It's going to go rancid sooner than something like this. I think this will last, let's see, it says November of 2022, but I have heard people say 18 months on this, and so I did want to have some kind of a cooking fat. I think that cooking fats and cooking oils are going to be something that are hard to come by, or hard to store up, I'll say. You can't store them for very long. They will go rancid. So I think it's smart to store up other cooking oil options. So I got that. And then a big old thing of generic pink lemonade, because apparently Country Time lemonade can no longer be found. It's just nowhere. I can't find it anywhere. And then I got a big old thing of quick oats, about 2 pounds, 10 ounces. I have a bunch of this put up in Mylar bags. I might put half of this in Mylar bags, and then I plan on making some cookies. But it's good to have oats around. And then I got some more of the Nido milk. If you guys are storing up milk, Nido milk is delicious. It's very, very good. It's the closest of all the storable milks, I would say, to tasting like actual milk. And in the last video I did about putting back milk for long-term storage, I forgot to mention Nido, but it's delicious, so put some of this back. I got 2 things of the fat-free evaporated milk in a can, and the fat-free was a few cents cheaper, so I thought I'd give it a try. I don't know why it's cheaper. I guess the less fat, the less cost. I don't know. Got some more Bisquick mix. I actually don't have too much of this stored, but it is a good thing to have on hand for making all sorts of things, as you can see in the pictures. And then I have like my fresh produce here. I don't want to go without fresh produce, you know, in the next few days and coming weeks. I know this is not a whole bunch, but I want to have at least a little bit of fresh produce. So I got things that I thought I might want. Got some more taco seasoning, and I know I can make this on my own, but for some reason, if I do any other kind of taco seasoning, my son notices and he doesn't like it. So this is the only one we go with. Got some pepper jelly, some things of guac. We like Mexican food. We like taco night here, so you might be able to tell that by the ingredients we have. Got a couple things of this cheddar cheese dip, salsa con queso. It stores for a long time, so I'll put that up in the pantry. And then I only got 2 more things of the Great Value generic Spam. They've had a price increase on these guys, and it kind of made me mad. I'm honestly upset. It's still cheaper than Spam, but it just kind of stinks, all these price increases. And I want to say it was like 40 cents, maybe 35 cents or so that it went up, but it was pretty significant. And then here I got some more fruit because I just made my ambrosia salad and wanted to replace what I had used. And they were all out of peaches. There was absolutely no peaches, so that's all I had. And got some frozen orange juice, chicken noodle-os, some more chili type canned goods, and then some cheeses and meat, which I'll put up in the deep freezer. I like to stay ahead on my bacon, so I always get like somewhere between 2 and 4 of them, and I usually replace them more often than I use them, so I have a good stockpile going. These blocks of cheese I will put in the freezer. The only thing I would say about freezing cheese, if you decide to do it, is you won't be able to slice it after it comes out of the freezer. It just kind of crumbles. So it's not very easy to work with it after you freeze blocks of cheese. But I use it for making macaroni and cheese, so I don't care if it crumbles. It's just fine. And Sausages are things that I think I'm going to start stocking up more on because it's really inexpensive to get like smoked sausage, even hot dogs. And you can throw them in your deep freezer and add them to all sorts of things. Add them to rice, macaroni and cheese, or just add it to just about anything. And it's a cheap meat. I also got some soy sauce, a big old thing of soy sauce. I use a lot of it, and it's a great thing to have in your preps. Got some avocado oil. Apparently they lost my lid. That's great. Some more syrup. Now I do store maple syrup. I have quite a bit of maple syrup too. This is the fake syrup. So I go through this on a regular basis, and then I put back the maple syrup because it will last just about forever. So I have that in the prepper pantry. And then I got a bunch of garbage bags because that's one thing I don't want to go without. Like if there are shortages on something, I do not want to have a shortage of places to put my trash, or a container, receptacle, whatever you might call it, to put my trash in. So I'm trying to get a good stockpile of that going as well. Got some more rubbing alcohol. Always need that on hand. And then some dog food. This is a 24 count of canned dog food. It's also very hard to find canned dog food these days. And this is not the normal stuff I feed my dog. I feed my dog a nicer, better quality food. But every once in a while, he'll get a treat. I'll open one of these cans and put half of it mixed in with his dog food. That way his stomach is kind of used to it. But I'm stockpiling these just in case, because if you can't get dog food, which apparently it's been very hard to find dog food, I have noticed canned dog food there's been a lot of shortages on. You got to have a backup plan for your dogs, guys. You can't store dried food forever. Canned food will last longer, so just have a backup plan. Maybe your backup plan involves making your own chicken and rice, or chicken and peas, or whatever you're going to make for them, but have a plan. And then I got a ginormous thing of baby wipes. I didn't realize it was going to be this big when I bought it, because the picture showed like half this size. But anyway, I'm glad to have it. Baby wipes are a good way to wipe yourself off and clean up, and you know, just something to have if you run out of paper towels. So that's another thing you guys can add if you don't have any. I'm sure you do. But yeah, guys, I guess that's about it. That is my haul. And keep prepping. Please keep prepping, guys. Don't stop, because I think we might have been ahead of the curve for a while, but I think we are turning the corner, and I think that we're really going to start seeing some shortages, worse than the shortages that we have seen before, just because there's going to be a labor shortage. I really think there's going to be a big labor shortage, and that's going to make things even worse than we have seen in the last 2 years. So keep on piling it up, guys. Do what you can, get what you can. A little bit here and there really will add up, and when you have extra money, it's not doing you too much good sitting in the bank. So if it's extra and you don't need it to pay bills, put some food in your pantry. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.